Hey friend, it's Tish and welcome to Talk My Ish. So, today I want to talk about something that's often kept quiet or to ourselves. I'm talking about shame. I'm talking about the kind of shame that sits on your chest and makes you question your whole identity. Because there were seasons where shame had me in a chokehold. I'm talking like real bad. And I'm still learning how to release shame or at least shameful thoughts when they creep in. There was a time in my life where I felt like I failed my kids, like really failed them. I didn't picture my life the way that it went. I didn't picture having kids out of wedlock. I didn't picture my kids having different fathers. I didn't picture the chaos that followed some of my choices, especially around who I had children with. And I definitely didn't picture being a single mother. And when life didn't look like the should have been, shame crept in. It told me that I ruined everything. I should have known better. I disappointed God. I disappointed myself, right? And I believed every word. I never forget when I found out I was pregnant with my oldest at 17, a month before my high school graduation. My dad asked what I was going to do with my life as if it was over because I was becoming a mom. And shame is sneaky. Like it doesn't just remind you of what you did. It tries to convince you that what you did is who you are. So instead of saying, I made some choices before I began to heal or began my healing journey, I started thinking I am a mistake, right? Or instead of saying I made a lot of choices from unhealthy places, I thought I'm always making the wrong choices. Instead of saying I didn't know my worth yet, I thought maybe I don't deserve better, right? And when you believe that long enough, you start shrinking. So I stopped speaking up. I overcompensated. I tried to be perfect in other areas to make up for what I thought disqualified me. And there are times shame still tries to creep in and tell me those things, but now I know better, okay? But the shift didn't happen overnight. Like there wasn't some dramatic moment where I just stopped allowing shame, to defeat me. Like it was quiet. It was me realizing that beating myself up uh wasn't going to change my past. Like it was me understanding that grace applies to me too. Um it was me recognizing that I did the best I could with the healing I had at the time. And once I started healing childhood wounds, like I saw things differently. I realized that my picker wasn't broken. I was just choosing from unhealthy places, which I'm sure some of y'all can relate. And that doesn't make me a bad person, it just makes me human because, I mean, let's be real. We've all made some bad choices, baby. But this is what I've learned. So, failure doesn't mean finished. Sometimes failure is exposure. It exposes you to what haven't healed, or it exposes you to where you've been seeking validation. It exposes you to the areas where you didn't know you were. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. And that's where you're able to grow. So it's not pretending like you got it all together. It's just like, oh, okay, now I see. Now I see where, I need to do the work or whatever the case. So I don't live in shame anymore. I'll be quick to say I'm not perfect or that I've made a bunch of bad decisions. Do I wish some things unfolded differently? Absolutely. But I'm also not going to try and rewrite my story with self-hatred either. Like, it is what it is. My children don't need a perfect mother. They need a mother who is healing, who's growing, who's aware, who's whole, because she knows who God says she is. And I also realize that I don't need to be flawless to be worthy of love or grace or redemption. I just need to keep becoming. So if you've been carrying shame quietly, if you've been replaying old choices in your head, I promise you, I understand. But know that you are not the worst thing you've ever done. You're allowed to grow. You're allowed to heal. You're allowed to move forward without dragging shame with you. Okay. So that is all I have for y'all today. If this busy if this video resonated with you, and I'm not gonna cut that out, okay, because I don't feel like editing. But if this video resonated with you, please comment, like, let me know your thoughts and what part resonated with you. Let me know if you're still working through shame. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. I would appreciate it. And I appreciate you for watching. See you in the next video.